Joining me tonight to kick off the series are Kiwi Tokoeka, an electrical designer who was recently used as the human sacrifice in a fake ritual to the elder god. Adam Robertson, a history graduate who had his finger broken by a 6-year-old. Susie Turner, a former pub landlady who made her television debut shovelling lion dung. Belinda Weir, whose first job was selling donuts on a nudist beach in the south of France. Ailsa Watson, a philosophy graduate who stood on Robert Kardashian's foot in a shop. George Corfield, a medical graduate who has appeared naked in Norway's 6th largest magazine. Douglas Thompson, who forgot he was an Only Connect champion and has since added it to his online dating profile to prevent him from forgetting again. Tessa North, a museum's booking coordinator who shares her office with a replica of the head of a 19th century murderer. Barry Humphrey, an IT consultant who was pushed off some scaffolding in Argentina for not knowing enough about Pele. Oliver Levy, a freelance designer who accidentally ate a cake intended for Elon Musk. Joe Beattie, a civil servant who was charged by a rhino in the Ngorongoro crater. Kuram Rashid, a digital project manager who rebought his own coat at a local charity shop. Ben Broadrib, a PhD student who once accidentally shoplifted a CD from a charity shop. Kelly Richards, a chemical engineering graduate who was once mistaken for the musician Moby while standing next to the musician Moby. Hugh Binney, a chemistry graduate who won a pair of mugs in a language pronunciation competition. Dave Ryan, a coach driver who used to own a polydactyl cat named Boris. James Buchanan, an investment banking analyst who can fit over 40 grapes into his mouth at one time. Kelly Richards, who once wrote an academic paper on the mechanical strength of a pair of trousers. Tom Scott is a linguistics graduate who also runs the British Talk Like a Pirate Day. Tom Chisholm, a former stage manager who wrote a letter to Terry Pratchett requesting a sequel to his book, The Carpet People. The request was denied. Jeremy Turner, a researcher and librarian who once speed-tested a motorbike with a rucksack full of bread rolls down the M11. Megan Stodel, a social researcher who has had significant dental work in Kazakhstan. Andy Christley, a Mensa member who represented Gran Canaria in an egg and spoon race and won bronze. Andy Christley, a data analyst and freelance apps creator whose app went to #1 in Grenada for 1 hour. James Buchanan, a maths graduate who used to celebrate Christmas every Thursday. Ian Wellham, a retired headmaster who bumped into the Queen while coming out of the lift at a Yorkshire racecourse. Lauren Probert, a social sciences graduate who's frightened of slugs and snails. Tom West, a lawyer who, during an early court appearance, was told by a judge to stand up straight and take his hands out of his pockets. Oliver Levy, a design graduate who once spent 24 hours in a packing crate. Oliver Forrest, a civil servant who won a Harry Potter lookalike competition without actually entering. Chris Grandison, a hospital administrator who won a long pencil in a school poetry competition. Joe Beattie, an English graduate who has enjoyed dinner at R2-D2's home. Lauren Hamer, a primary school teacher who enjoys building her own hedgehog tunnels. Thaisa Charkey, a museum consultant who was recently kissed by a friendly Brazilian tapir. Paul Richardson, a retired fire officer who burnt a carpet during a fire safety demonstration at a mother and toddler group. Goodbye.